Components of a project scope management plan. A project scope management plan outlines how the scope of a project will be defined, managed, and controlled. It ensures that the project includes all necessary work, and only the necessary work, to complete the project successfully. Here are the key components typically found in a project scope management plan. 1. Scope definition. Purpose clearly defines what the project will deliver and what work is required. Deliverables specifies the tangible products or services to be provided by the project. Inclusions to exclusions outlines what is included in the scope of work and clarifies any boundaries or exclusions to avoid scope creep. Assumptions and constraints lists any assumptions, e.g., resource availability, or constraints, e.g., budget limits, deadlines, that affect the scope. 2. Work breakdown structure, WBS. Purpose breaks down the project into smaller, manageable components. WBS dictionary accompanies the WBS, providing detailed descriptions of each component and deliverable. Hierarchy of tasks defines the project tasks at various levels, enabling clear accountability and progress tracking. 3. Scope verification and validation. Deliverable acceptance describes how project deliverables will be reviewed and accepted. It ensures that stakeholders approve each deliverable at various stages of the project. Formal acceptance outlines the criteria and process for formal acceptance of the project scope by stakeholders or clients. 4. Scope control. Change control process describes how changes to the project scope will be requested, reviewed, and approved or rejected. This is key to preventing scope creep. Scope baseline defines the original approved scope, including the WBS and its associated deliverables, and serves as a reference for scope control. Impact assessment explains how any changes to the scope will be assessed in terms of time, cost, and resources. 5. Roles and responsibilities. Project manager's role defines the project manager's responsibility for scope management. Stakeholders clarifies who is responsible for approving changes, reviewing deliverables, and making decisions related to scope changes. 6. Scope statement. A comprehensive document that elaborates on the project objectives, deliverables, and the work required to achieve them. It often includes details on project boundaries, product acceptance criteria, project assumptions, and constraints. 7. Performance measurement. Describes the metrics and performance indicators that will be used to monitor and control scope progress. This includes tracking any deviations from the original scope and taking corrective actions. These components ensure that project scope is well defined, controlled, and adjusted only when necessary to maintain the project's success. Example, WBS and dictionary. In practice, a work breakdown structure, WBS, might list project activities such as design or development, with the accompanying WBS dictionary detailing the resources, duration, and deliverables associated with each task.